Today, we actually have quite a bit on the agenda. So number one, we need to go clean the car. In order to do step two, which is take the side trim off of the car, because you can kind of see that it's peeling up on like the edges and stuff. And then number three, I need to remind you guys to smash like and subscribe, because I'm trying to pass my college in subscriber count. But seriously, if you're new here and you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that button down below, because I'm doing wacky stuff like this all the time. Now I'm actually heading over to my local car wash that has the very nice touchless car wash. That way I don't have to wash it myself. And it doesn't have those stinky little like brushes that scratch up your car and all that stuff. And with that being said, roll the B-roll.
Oh my God.
I need to get this car repainted so bad. Now moving on to what you actually clicked on the video for. As far as products are concerned, here you can see we have this plastic pry tool and a heat gun that'll help peel off the stickers and kind of help loosen up the adhesive. Then we have a giant bottle of Goof Off, that way we can try and rub off the adhesive once we remove the trim. And then we have this really nice rubber eraser wheel, that way whenever we do peel it off and this isn't going to be enough, we can get the bigger chunks with that. And of course, we do have a couple rags, that way we can clean everything up whenever we're done. And as always, everything that I'm using will be linked down in the description below, including the eraser wheel, the Goof Off, this heat gun, a set of the trim removal tools, and of course some rags. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Now I'm starting here on the rear passenger door panel because I view this as the least important door panel. So that way when I inevitably mess up on my first try, I can feel a little better about myself because I'm not looking at it as often. Like a band-aid, right? I'm just gonna 3, 2, 1. It's already starting to peel here. I'm gonna try and take it slow because I know a lot of people have had problems with when they do pull it off, it'll take the paint with it. And I would prefer it if that didn't happen. Ooh, yeah, and that's funky. So that's trim piece number one. And you can already see the amount of water and just dirt and grime that this has left behind. Just from water and dirt pooling up underneath of this. So this is a good spot for rest. Kind of see what we're working with. Yeah, look at that. So with the little bit that I have kind of played around with it, because you can see I've already used this in the past, I have learned is you kind of want to keep the speed pretty high, and you just want just to ever so slightly graze the corner of it, kind of like this. That way whenever it's coming along here, so we'll start on the very front. You can see that takes care of it really easily. I'm gonna go ahead and work on this top edge here, and then maybe go ahead and take care of this bottom edge. We'll see how this turns out. So I've still got a little bit of work to go, but you can already see the difference that this makes. It's pretty big. Come back here a little bit. It's pretty huge. And the paint underneath isn't too terribly different from the paint that's around it. So I'm gonna let the Goof Off set for a little bit longer. So while I'm doing that, I'm gonna move up to the front and start taking the front one off. All right, we did have a couple casualties along the way. We got a couple spots there. There's one big one, and then we got another little one right there. And here we are. So this is after, probably an hour-ish of elbow grease. And as you can see here, we had a couple more casualties along the way. I will be addressing these at a later point, but I want to go ahead and get this wrapped up first, and then we'll address this after the fact. So far, it's looking pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. I think this angle right here is my favorite. So now, let's go ahead and move over to the other side. Now that we have it all polished up on the side, you can see it's like a mirror, it's like a sheet of glass on it. If we roll the before clip from when I first washed the car and then compare that to now, the difference is wonderful. Now, once you start getting up close, you will see more of the imperfections. Like, there's a little bit of the residue that's still left behind that's just been kind of a pain. That's gonna need some actual detailing to try and get off. And then same thing with all the little paint chips that are along the side. But we will take care of that in a future video. Now, if you found this video helpful, or at least entertaining, please be sure to drop a like and share it with your friends. If you'd consider subscribing, click over here. If you want to see what YouTube recommends you watch next, click over here. And as always, I look forward to seeing you guys next time. And don't forget that we are trying to beat Wichita State University.